which actually sets sorry, which actually sets the tone for your entire day.
I agree. Even my home club, we meet on Saturdays mornings.
Oh, which club is your home club?
I'm from Rajaji Nagar Toastmasters.
Oh,
It's
lovely.
in District 92. So, yes, I know that's the best way to start your weekend, right? Having a Toastmasters meeting.
Yeah, I mean, it is also a good way to get a disconnect from the corporate life.
Absolutely.
And that's why I see that this is a good starting point for your weekend.
I totally agreed. How about others? Come on. I know we have a lot of people. We have 18 people here. I need to hear from each one of you. This is a golden opportunity to talk without any filters.
By the way, you mentioned about Bangalore weather. It's colder here.
I know, but then Udupi is really hot. It's humid rather than hot. I would say it's just humid. So I would prefer the cold rather than the humidity.
Okay.
How about the rest? Okay, let me quickly ask a question to each one of you, or if anybody can answer. If you had an opportunity to start your week, say on a Sunday, how would you start it with? What would be your first thing that you would do as soon as you get up in the morning?
I think we apply for a leave.
Apply for a leave saying what?
Fever, sick leave, anything.
Okay. Otherwise, anybody else? I can tell you what I would do, but I need to hear some more answers. What would be the first thing you do and you have realized that your week is starting from a Sunday rather than a Monday? What would you do the first thing on that Sunday morning?
Skim through Netflix, grab a hot coffee, and sit to decide which movie to watch along with the family.
Wow. That's an amazing thing, right, to do? I have three dogs at home. I would just go and sit with the dogs and then they entertain me. I don't have to do anything else. Okay, how do people feel about table topics? Do you find it easy or do you find it challenging, interesting? If you had to define one word for table topics, what would it be?
I can tell you.
Right?
I can tell my experience. Like
Yes.
in starting, I was not able to speak for a 2.5 minutes. But nowadays, I feel like I'm speaking too much. I have to be brief and concise. So that's the issue right now I'm facing. So that's a journey, but still need to be concise, be little bit concise in
I
what
think
I
when
want
you
to say.
regularly take up table topics, this is something that will help you. And it does not just help in terms of Toastmasters, it helps you in a personal as well as in a professional life. That is something I've really gained from table topics. I used to have a boss, a manager at my workplace who every day at around 4 in the afternoon, 4 in the evening, he used to call each one of us and we were given exactly 1 minute to tell how we were placed at work, whether we had too much of work or we our workload was a little light so we could help other people in the team. So basically we were given that 1 minute and we had to talk about it, and that was where I first learned about table topics, the art of speaking in that 1 minute, because the moment you cross 1 minute, my boss is like, okay, you have too much time in your hand and he will just move over to the next colleague of mine. So I think table topics really helps you to share your thoughts, be precise within the given time limit. Any other word that you would want to define table topics with?
Scary.
Scary. Come
Because
on,
what
then
I
today
have,
I expect your name to be there in the list.
I'm there.
Okay. So
Because
let's get the fear out.
the reason why I said so, because when I hear the topic for the first time, I I remember the topic and I started. But as soon as I see the last the last card of the time, I quickly lose grip of the topic that I was supposed to give a ending to.
Oh,
So yeah,
I
so
think more we practice, we
yeah.
start learning about it. I find tabletop is very challenging, extremely challenging. And especially, my biggest fear is what if I do not understand the topic? Or, I have a wrong understanding of the topic. So that's my biggest fear of table topics, honestly speaking. But yes, I think it's a very challenging thing, and it's a very nice aspect to have table topics because it really helps you, and especially if you're married, right? I think for the spouses, it's the best thing. You can always come up with beautiful excuses and answers. Okay, we have still 2 more minutes. Is all the slots booked? I think we still have 3 more slots available.
Um, about the time you told that about the question you asked, can I answer?
Yeah, yeah, please go ahead.
Okay,
Subashri,
table
yes.
topics. It's like easy because like sometimes like the topics which you get, it's kind of cool and it's like new. Every time you get a new topic, it's more innovative.
Yes,
But one thing is that you have to keep the attention of the audience. But if you are able to keep the audience's attention for for that 1 to 2 minutes, you'll be able to do it for your speeches also. So table topic is like that foundation for your
absolutely.
speeches.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why they call table topics for the guest also, Before they are a speaker, you make them come as a guest and, you invite them as a table topic speaker because that's always a great area to start. We have 1 minute to go. We will start at sharp 9.
Is there any experience which you had on your table topics?
I was last year's district participant for table topics
That's
for
crazy.
District 92.
Within club participation itself, I struggled a lot because this was my first time giving like a table topic competition. I ended up blabbering whatever was on my mind. I started well, but I blabbered on whatever
If
there
you
was on.
ask me what I spoke till I reached the district, and even at the district stage, I don't remember. The moment I'm out of the stage, I completely forget what I've spoken about.
Yes, agreed.
Okay, it's sharp 9. Let me welcome each one of you. Thank you for spending your time. If you can hear my dog barking, please bear with it. Like I said, I have 3 dogs over here. So we will start off with the first speaker. That is Suma from MTM Club. May I ask Suma to be on the video and be spotlighted?
I am the first one. Before
No, it's
Suma.
Suma.
No, before Suma, I gave my name.
Because, oh, wait, I think your name is not, Asiya, your name is the third.
Maybe it's a
May I
miss.
ask the
I
digital admin, Karthik, can you please post it on the WhatsApp group also, speaking order?
Sure.
We have 19 speakers. Is Suma here?
Yes, I am there, Archana.
Okay, perfect. So I'll start off with you. Your question, Suma, words carry more weight than intended. Words carry more weight than intended.
Words make or break. I'm sure you all agree with this. Many a times we take this very lightly and we try to make sure that we feel strong by using the words, in front of people and make sure that we are the best. But sometimes, without our intention, we try to speak rude. We try to be unkind. We try to hurt someone. And sometimes it might be intentional, it might be unintentional as well. And especially, parents are the victims. Do you all agree? We take them for granted for everything. It could be like, okay, parents care us so much. They tend to make sure that they protect us at every stage of our life. But sometimes we take that for granted and we respond to them when they ask us to do something in a way that it is rude. I remember doing this with my father when he asked me that, okay, you are in the final year of your education. And I was looking forward for a vehicle at that point of time. But then he told, due to financial constraint, maybe we cannot afford right now. How about going it after 2 years? But then I was very rude. And I told that if you cannot afford, then why do you have the liberty of sending us to study? And I don't remember those exact words, but after I spoke, and maybe after some time when I settled down, I reminded myself that I was rude. I knew that it was not with intention, but things flow out of our mouth without our knowledge. My dear friends, words have power. It's how we use, when we use, and to whom we use. We should be very mindful. Later, when we regret, time would have been gone. What do you say, Archana?
Very beautifully said, Suma, and I absolutely agree with you. Words have power, and that's why it's very important we use it in a very mindful manner. Can digital admin, can you please release the poll? I would request each one of you to vote for the speaker. Meanwhile, our second speaker has already been spotlighted. Can you close the poll and share this result? Perfect. Okay. For our second speaker, Jyoti, your topic. Trust is built through consistency. Trust is built through consistency.
Thank you, table topic master. Trust is the one that make people's glue together. If there is no trust in relationships, you cannot be a good wife, good family member. When I remember one incident in my life, we have situations where we share our secrets to our friends. Once there are also situations, once they become our enemy, they used to share what we shared to the world, and the trust is broken. When we are going through so many experiences like that, we never trust in anybody. So in this world, it is our duty to see that other people should say there are people whom we can trust, showing their hands to you. Archana, can I trust you? I am trusting you because I can believe that you, whatever may be the situations, even if you become my enemy, you will not share what I share to you as a secret. That is the trust. That is the consistency we should build. And we should always think that not only the persons who to whom we share our things, we also should be a person whom others can trust, the other side. So people should see that I can, whatever they say to you and whatever they entrust you, maybe in office, there may be responsibilities entrusted on you. If you are skip over it and they cannot trust you, you are out of the what I say, the good worker or good employee or good employer list, we will be out. So consistency and keeping that trust is an important thing. Then only people will come to you and share their things, to give you responsibilities, and that responsibilities, if you do it consistently with trust, it will make you reach to a higher plane. Thank you. Back to you, Archana.
Thank you, Jyoti. Absolutely. It was, you nailed it perfectly. In fact, I should say, uh, trust is not built over a single night. It is built over consistent period of time. Can we have the poll released? Okay. Asya, your topic. The moment I laughed at myself. The moment I laughed at myself.
When the kid is born and when the kid starts talking, we want to first hear the word as mama. We don't want to hear like dada, papa, or anything. My experience was totally different. My daughter, when she first spoke, literally she said papa, and I was like lost. What is it happening? I did not expected this. She told it only twice.
Hi, good evening.
And my husband jumped out of so much of happiness. And then after that, we sat near her and we kept trying whether she will say mama now. She didn't say anything after that. And then again, as usual, when she was nearing 1 year, then she started saying mama. And I was like so happy, so mesmerized that mission accomplished. And then I was like, whenever we discuss this point, I laughed the way I reacted and the way my husband was so happy. But then, till date, that episode is something so shocking to us, why that happened and how we both reacted. So, being first time parents, I think that is your excitement, that is what is your expectation. But it makes us realize that whether you are a father or mother, being a parent, still you both contribute, but still you want to be that number one. You should be in that first place. You don't want to, you don't want to miss out that first word. So that was so much excited episode. I still recollect. And I did have the photo of my kid wearing that dress, but I did not record it, thinking that she is going to speak it again. That will be my take. Thank you. Over to you,
Thank you,
tabletop.
Asya. I think it is so beautifully said. And I can see the mom in you speaking. That sense was there, that feeling was there. Can we have the poll released? May I have the next speaker also spotlighted? That's Uma.
I'm outside. Can I just switch on for a minute and then switch it off?
Yeah, sure. Oh, when you're speaking, you might need to keep the video on.
Okay.
Okay. So Uma, your question is, if I had one superpower for 24 hours, what would it be and why? If I had one superpower for 24 hours, what would it be and why?
One superpower. And that power is to make everyone happy. Happiness is a choice. And what if you had that superpower to make everyone happy? Viola, I would love that. And being a happiness ambassador of one of my spiritual gurus, I have learned that happiness consists of three P's: The first P is pleasure, the second is peace, and the third P is purpose. So instead of two P's, I have made it as three P's. All of us run after pleasure, but after some time, we ask what next. And then, if you consider pleasure as prasadam, instead of just running after the material pleasures, you stop and then you get peace. Then again, after peace, you ask what next. And that is when purpose comes. So you start questioning, who am I? Why have I come here? What is the real purpose of my life? And so on. So if I had that superpower today, I would like to spread this happiness secret to everyone. That is pleasure, peace, and purpose. If you have all these three in your life will be super happy. So if you know you're happy, clap your hands. If you know if you are happy and you want to show it, clap your hands. So keep doing that every moment, and you'll feel that life is a pastry, because the past is history, the future is a mystery, and the present is a pastry which is given to you. So just enjoy the moment, live in the now, and spread the happiness secret to everyone. I would do that if I had that superpower. What would you do, Toastmaster of the day? Over to you.
Thank you, Uma. I think my biggest superpower is basically becoming invisible. Invisible and troubling everyone else. But beautifully spoken. The results are out. The poll is out. Sorry. Just cast your vote. May we have our next speaker spotlighted? Manoj. Perfect. Speaker number 5, Manoj, your topic. A habit I am trying to change. A habit I'm trying to change. Did you miss the topic, Manoj?
No.
Oh.
Happy evening to each one of you. Happiness comes when you can share your time with the people around you. Because what is synonymous with life is time. Time and life are synonymous. Let me take you back about 20 years back in time. I was too busy in the rat race, aiming for a big house, big bungalow, to drive a swanky car, and for my next promotion. 24 into 7, I used to work like a donkey. And when you work like a donkey, being that rat race, you neglect something else. Neglect your health and your happiness. And you are neglecting all this, it also affects the people around you. There used to be time. I used to neglect my only child, my only wife, what left everything to look after me. She left her home, her family, her friends to see that I'm happy. But what I was doing, I was going after something which is flimsy. At that time, I remember incidents. Could you please sit down with me? It's not, let's talk. That's a different tone altogether. She would say, could you please sit with me for 5 minutes? Oh, I don't have time. I'm busy. That slice of time I didn't give her. So now I'm trying to bring back and change this habit and give her all attention all time. In fact, now, post retirement, I have come out of that mentality of earning and spending. All opportunity I've left out. And I say, I'm now embracing nothingness, doing nothing 24 into 7, devoting for self improvement and dishing out happiness with the people.
Your time's up, Manoj. You've been muted. But yes, I can totally relate. Time is something which, when we can share with others, is the most brilliant thing. Can we have the poll out? And we have our next speaker also, Aarti. Yeah. Aarti, your topic. Adulting sounded easier in theory. Adulting sounded easier in theory.
Recently, I realized that adulting has been a very easy place for me to be. As a child, every time I faced with expressing myself, learning to become a part of the room, learning to embrace the not so good parts of me. But as I went into my journey of being an adult, I realized that there is a bigger room for me to express my emotions, to make friends, and to understand with whom I can get along. And whenever I have real conversations with adults, these are the people who, if chosen correctly, will make safe space for you, will make you feel that you belong there. And most importantly, they will help you grow those parts of yourself which maybe you are not comfortable growing. For me personally, the group of friends that I have forged being a Toastmaster has been a life changing experience for me. These are the people I meet after having my corporate life on Saturdays, and these are the people who made me feel included. I still remember the first session I attended at Toastmasters was not any other theme, but it decided to be on the theme of let go. And to be frank with each one of you, I think that was the calling that I wanted to reach. There were things going in my life and I did not know how to go about it. But that one message which I got in my first Toastmaster meeting made a big difference to my life. And from then onwards, I believe that this is my calling, these are my people, and I believe that I can grow from a seed to a full grown plant in company of these two people, in company of these people. So adulting has been a very wonderful experience in my life, and I choose to become more younger as I grow adult. Thank you.
Thank you, Aarti. That's a brilliant take to say that, you want to become more younger as an adult. And I think all of us should try to do it. We say it, we're always young in our heart. The speaker rating poll is there. Can we have our next speaker, Rohit? Um, Ramya, can we spotlight Rohit? Yeah. Rohit, your topic, the fine line between brave and foolish. The fine line between brave and foolish.
Good evening, everyone. Have you ever catched a running train? I did when I was in my third year of engineering. I was studying in a college situated in Mangalore, NIT Suratkal, and I was traveling back to home. My agenda during these travel journeys was very simple. Take the train from Suratkal, get down at Mangalore for dinner, and then again sit back in the train that will take you to Bangalore. So one fine evening, I caught the train from Suratkal and it landed at Mangalore 1 hour late. When it landed at Mangalore, I came out of the train and went to the opposite side of the railway station to have my dinner. I ordered a masala dosa. And as soon as I started eating, I saw that the train started moving. Unaware what to do, I started running. The canteen guy caught me, and then I threw a 100 rupee note to him and then ran away. I went through the staircase and I ran as fast as I could and came to the other side. In this process, I lost.
I think his signal or network is gone. Do we?
He's not got power in his house.
I think he's lost power. I think we can have the voting based on how much he has spoken till now. Oh, okay, he's on. Ramya,
Am I
do you
audible?
have the time where he stopped it, where we lost the speaker?
Please continue. Please continue.
Yeah, continue. Right.
Yeah, sure. In this process, I lost my wallet and my phone also went down from my pocket and it broke into two pieces. But nevertheless, I took the wallet and my phone and kept on running. And when I saw only the last bogie of the train was left, there were few policemen who stopped me from entering the train. But leaving them aside, I went and caught the train. Now I'll leave you all with that question: that whatever I did on that evening, was that brave or foolish? Well, I'll leave it up to you to draw that line. Thank you.
Thank you, Rohit. And I think it was a brave attempt for you to continue despite the power going off and be missing you for a few seconds. Can we have our next speaker spotlighted? And the next Trishan. Do we have the score? Okay. Trishan, your topic. Quiet progress beats loud promises. Quiet progress beats loud promises.
Yes, good evening, Archana and Toastmasters. Yes, quiet progress beats. Okay. It's purely a consistency wins the race. Quiet progress always, instead of showing up, if we do our role consistently on daily basis, whatever you do, whether it's reading, writing, or jogging, or whatever good habits you do, if you do quietly, yes, definitely you can win the race. Instead of show off, for example, New Year resolutions, we join the gym immediately 1 week, we tell 100 people, but after 1 week, yes, we don't continue. But instead of telling to 10 people, you just quietly do whatever you wanted to do. Everybody will come to know. Everybody will come to know. Yeah, obviously everybody will come to know after some time. So if you see the great leaders, they don't keep their noises everywhere. They just keep their mouth shut. But whenever time comes, obviously they gloom because everybody will come to know their strengths. So consistency wins the race, as well as the quiet. Whatever you do it quietly. I don't know whether to tell this or not. If you see the movie Yash, KGF 1, 2, he didn't tell anyone, but finally when the movie came, it was a super hit. In fact, the same, after 3 years, one more movie is coming from him. Yes, he didn't speak anywhere. But now 100% it will be the most winner of it will obviously make sure it will win. So I always believe that quietness has that power. Thank you. Over to Toastmasters.
Thank you, Trishan. I totally agree. Quietness has a power. There's a power in silence, in fact. Can
Yes.
we have the poll? Okay, I think 15 seconds are up. Can we have the results? Perfect. Rita, your topic. The right time is now. The right time is now.
There is one thing in common among all of us. We all are working towards our betterment. And it's true. Whenever we start, right time is now. I remember I struggled a lot in my life. I was not good student. I didn't do anything for my betterment. I was passing time and thinking like that. I have to go to my in-laws house after marriage and I have to enjoy. I don't have to do anything by my own. But when I started working, when I was doing graduation and in the second year I failed, started working after that and started enjoying doing working and thinking like that working is better than not doing anything by our own. And slowly and steadily, when I started working and thinking like that, if we are focusing on our today's work, that is the right time. So present is the best. Past gives us fear. Future gives us Past gives us tears and future gives us fears. And today is the right time. This present is always a gift. When we are working towards our betterment today, that is the best thing to do. We never have to stop learning. We never have to think like that tomorrow we will become the best. No, whatever we are doing today, if we are doing with our best capacity, that is the best time. And we always have to do work for ourselves today. And that is the best time. And we all have to do this. Enjoy the moment. Thank you.
Thank you, Rita. I totally agree. You should enjoy the moment. Present is a gift. Can we have the speaker poll here? Nagendra, your topic. What goes unsaid matters the most. What goes unsaid matters the most.
What goes unsaid matters the most, of course. There are always hidden agendas in speeches. We cannot take anything on its face value. The perception of everybody changes based on their own character. Somebody might think that they are joking, but we might feel that it is a serious thing. We have to understand it by analyzing the perspective and also the person whom uttering that word. Then only we can get the correct meaning. In Madurai Meenakshi Amman temple, we have these musical pillars. They are all lookalikes, but if you go and touch each one, it will emit different sound. That is how people, they have their own perceptions, their own character, their own habits. Only after understanding them and after understanding the hidden meaning behind their words, then only we will be able to judge their words in its face value. Till the time, let us just keep quiet. Let us not respond. Many people react immediately to the words uttered by others. It might create some odd feelings. It might destroy the relationship itself. Hence, we have to be very, very careful in understanding the words, in understanding the people. Better to keep quiet. That is better than uttering something immediately. Hence, my suggestion relating to this topic is respond, don't react. Wait till you understand the meaning fully. Till that time, don't come out with any words which might spoil the relationship itself. Relationship is more important than our reaction. This is what I am getting from the topic. All the best.
Thank you, Nagendra. I think it is a beautiful take that you had to the topic. The poll is released. Can we please cast your votes? Rajneesh. Perfect. Rajneesh, your topic. The food I overeat shamelessly. The food I overeat shamelessly.
Every evening in my house, my mom always asks, what to cook for today? This is a question I'm listening from last 30 years. Every day the same question. Son, what you want to eat? What do I cook? And the time I remember, the first thing I told that it should be non-veg. Mom said it's Tuesday, it's Thursday, and lot of things. Then make anything. She said there are lots of options, and my answer is always either it's non-veg, chicken, or anything. You cook anything, I'll eat anything. If you want to make something for me, then it should be always non-veg, particularly chicken. So for me, the one food that I can eat seamlessly any day, anywhere, whether it's Tuesday, Thursday, I don't mind. Eating in my own house, eating outside. Mom is at home. She's going to scold me for doing all these things. But I have never stopped doing that thing because ultimately that gives me pleasure, that gives me a satisfaction that I have eat something for me. So that's short and simple. My go-to food, my sameness food, everything is chicken. Over to you, mom of the day, Archana.
Thank you, Rajneesh. I think many people over here can relate to it. I could see a lot of smiles on their faces. Okay, let's have the poll out. Okay, can we have the results? Perfect. Our next speaker is already here. Okay. Samir, your topic. The long road teaches us patience. The long road teaches us patience.
Is that journey of life? Is that long road? Life is teaches like patience. In any other factors, life teaches, and life is one of the long journey we have. So life teaches patience, management, then other aspects also. So in my personal life, I did my engineering And I told you in my previous speech, I failed twice in my diploma engineering. And that journey could be 3 years, but that was 5 years, say more than time. So sometimes I thought I should quit. I could not achieve what I started. But sometimes I recognize that should I take one chance? Should I take one last bunch? And these years, I reckon that patience is most important because anytime we turn table. So I complete my diploma, which I failed twice. I did also engineering without ATKT. So I learn patience, learn management in my that in my personal journey, and yes, in our life also we learn that patience is most important to achieve our success and achieve our dream. So thank you. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Samir. I agree. Without patience, you can never achieve anything. The poll is out. Can we have the score? Okay, perfect. Shanavas, your topic. If overthinking burned calories, then if overthinking burned calories, then
I pay yearly membership in the gym. Thank you for saving that money. And I have recently enrolled my wife. So you are actually giving me a package where we can say 25 to 30,000 rupees. Overthinking is a part and parcel of a human life. There are some people who realize they're overthinking. There are some people who do not realize they're overthinking. Everybody thinks. According to scientific research, there are 60,000 thoughts in a human mind in a day, average. So everybody overthinks. Now, overthinking actually may not reduce calories, but it can take a person to, if overdone, can take a person to a hospital, or can break a relationship, or can create a doubt in the team, or overthinking can creates lot of mental illness. So even if it can save calories, I will still try to use it as sparingly as possible. Let us take this example of this table topic and coming here every day. If I think that there are people looking at me, will they judge me? Will they look at my hair? Will they look at my house? Will they look at my fan? Nobody has time to look in so details. People are only concerned about their self. When I was 16 years old, I used to think people are looking at me. Now at 40, I have realized nobody has ever looked at me. When I used to be in the car, I used to think people are looking at me, especially females. Now I realize they are looking at the car. So it is just when we blow ourselves beyond our limits, we overthink. If we can think everybody is our own, they are here to help me. The table topic master is here to motivate me. Then life will become very simpler. Let us not overthink and complicate already complicated life. Let peace prevail over overthinking. Thank you.
I love the last message. Let peace prevail over. Oh, let peace prevail. The poll is there. Hope you've all submitted your votes.
Unmute.
Can you share the result? Yeah, okay. Meeta, your topic. The excuse I use most often. The excuse I use most often.
Excuses. We always believe to do excuse when we don't want to work anything. But for me, that doesn't work only. I'm not that person to ask excuse for everything. I believe in work work all the way, and don't ask excuses. Because excuses we ask, they'll not have a trust. Because every day we can't ask excuses. Same thing, I had my contest at an international speech contest. That day I had night, only midnight, I met with accident. But that day I would have taken excuse. I can't go for ISC. Yes, there was no compulsion for me. But no, I thought my mind that excuses today, tomorrow I'll never get that opportunity. Who knows? 1 year I have to wait for that. After the accident, I just came home. I took all the rest, everything. Evening, my club meeting I attended. I took part, though I was not that much confident because there was no confidence, there was no time for me to stand properly because there was no strength only. But still, I just made myself not to give excuse and went and attended that. So that made me happy and made me to teach, like it taught me that self never ask excuse. So this made me think always, like whatever work it is there, whether you know or you don't know, ask some help, learn that, and go for that work. Do it rather than asking excuses and not having a trust. People will lose their trust. And I am that person that I don't want to lose my trust because it takes a lot of time to build the trust. So excuses, never ask, and not at all. Over to you, table topic.
Thank you, Meeta. I think it's a beautiful take of not having any excuse, keeping that as an excuse. Don't have any excuse. The poll is out. How do I spell your name? Prakalya. Prakalya. You're on mute.
Prakalya.
Prakalya. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Prakalya, your topic. The story my shoes would tell. The story my shoes would tell.
Thank you for this topic. And I'm going to speak about a thing that closely mattered to me. It is clogs, a slipper that my father got me in 2018 when I was in the second year of college. I'll just describe it for you guys. So it's a very small clogs, which is gray color in the bottom and purple color on the top. So it matches all outfits mostly. And that was one of the prized possessions. So it was one of the costliest slipper I've ever worn. So that's so special to me. That has seen more, almost 70% of the places I have traveled to, because most of the travel happened in the last 5 years. And so it was with me throughout. Whether it was a marathon I was running, whether it is a trip I am taking, it has been throughout the journey. It has seen it all. So I'm a person who has palm and feet sweating. So whenever I'm stressed, even now during my speech, my feet and my hands sweat a lot. So the story that my shoe, or rather the clogs, would tell is how stressed I was in all of the situation. It has seen me in the happiest of times. It has seen me when I've been the most excited about something. It has seen me when I was sad, when I cried alone. So there are only few things that actually has been with me throughout. Things. One would be my mobile. A mobile I would use when I want to avoid someone. Maybe when people are sitting and I don't want to do, I just keep my mobile and just pretend like I am having a busy call. I think hope everybody would have done that. So this shoe, though it didn't fit me anymore for the last 3 years, I'm not using it, but still I have it in the corner of my cupboard because whenever I see it, I feel it tells a story of its own. The trekking I did in Dalhousie, it was so tough. We had to go in cold water and all of that, but it was there with me. So it holds a part of me. So that's very special. Thank you.
I think it was so beautiful, and the emotional connect that you had to that shoes and the way you spoke was really beautifully said. The poll is out. Can you cast votes?
Hello.
And we have the results. Subhashri, your topic. If you could change something from your past, what would it be and why? If you could change something from your past, what would it be and why?
If I look into it in that aspect, I'd perhaps say I want to change my whole life if I want to go to the past and change. But there are a few significant events which I'd be sharing right now. Okay, so first one is where we were shifting to Bangalore. That is like when I shifted to Bangalore from Pune. I lived in Pune for 8 years of my life. And it was around COVID time when my aunt passed away, and my grandmother, that is my paternal aunt, passed away, and my grandmother had to take care of my aunt's daughter and my uncle. So my father thought, okay, like my mom mainly thought, okay, like since they need care and attention, especially my grandmother, let's shift to Bangalore. Maybe if I wouldn't have written the entrance exam for the school I went to, and if I ended up failing, perhaps I could have still been in Pune. I could have still been with my friends and in a comfort zone rather than coming to the city, getting insulted just because you didn't know the language, and suffered. But however, something more significant was an incident that happened last July when I joined college is that um, I made a friend and I thought she was nice. But little did I know, she turned out to be the most cunning witch I've seen. I have done so much for her and she's been so supportive. But all of a sudden, she started turning her back towards me, and it ended on a very wrong note. And I fell into depression for 1.5 months because of her. But however, I have moved on, I've healed, and I have come across it. So, one way, past has given me a lot of life lessons, but I'd like to change it because I want myself to be happy and I want to face more major challenges rather than small challenges, even if it is also significant. Back to the moderator. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Subhashri. I think we all have something in the past that we want to change, right? Can we have the poll out? Okay, our next speaker is highlighted. Can we have the results? Okay. Subhashri, your topic.
No.
Oh, sorry, not Subhashri. Sandhya. My mistake. Sandhya, your topic. The world does not owe you clarity. The world does not owe you clarity.
How we see the world, that only matters. Everyone see the world in their own perspective. The way I see my surroundings, the people around me, the experience I have, will be different for another person who is experiencing same experiences. They might feel differently. They will see people differently. They will react to people differently and in a different situations. So whatever happened to me in my life or in my journey of life, it's completely depends on how I see the world. If the perspective through which I am seeing other person changes, their reaction also changes to me. They may change, our relationship may change. We'll have good clarity in their relationship. If same time if my mind is cluttered and if I have some strong negative feelings, I feel the same from the other person opposite to me. So dear Toastmasters, I urge all of you to smile at everyone, any strangers, and all the situations, and try to grab all the happiness. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Sandhya. I think that's a very important message that you shared at the end. Okay, the poll is also out. Can we have the Nisha, your topic. Mistakes were made, lessons followed. Mistakes were made, lessons followed.
We are humans. We often make mistakes, right? The machines also made mistakes, but it's corrected by its own. When a human made mistake, who correct us? Some people judge us based on our mistakes. Some people judge based on our mistakes, and few people will understand why we made that mistake. Recently, no, it's around 2020, I made one decision. That decision was for good intentions. So it's helped me financially, professionally, in good relationship and everything. But after some years, after 2 years, that mistake hit me back. That time, I realized that because of my decision, I suffered. I went to depression. A 3 month, it was a long journey. I was overthinked, tried for many things. I took therapy and everything. At last, I found a new ray of hopes for my life. And now, because of that one mistakes and the decisions, cleared my visions to the people, to the world, to everything. Because of that mistake, I'm here, I'm talking to you in front of you all. Because I'm happy. The past, the mistake doesn't define anyone. It's only up to your will. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Nisha. Very beautiful message. And the emotions were there. The poll's out. Naman, your topic. You cannot Google wisdom. You cannot Google wisdom.
So, in our day-to-day life, any problem we face, the first solution is to go Google, nowadays ChatGPT. But is the Google allowed in any of the examination from our first standard to 10th? Generally, no. There is a motive behind it because there is because anyone can go and just find out solution and just copy it down. But the practice, the learning happens when a person when a person learns it by experience, sees it, or like think about it, and maybe give test or write about it. Like back in some days back, I get to know about this incident. Like earlier, when calculator was not there, people used to do mathematics by mind only, and suddenly when calculator was introduced, people used to protest a lot of university folks, like teachers and teachers, principals, and all do a lot of protest. And yeah, while seeing the later effects, our mind is not able to do those kind of big calculations that we are able to do some years back. Similarly, Google cannot teach wisdom. Yeah, so thank you.
Great, Naman. I think absolutely you cannot get all the answers from Google. Imagine how our ancestors lived. Polls out. I hope you all have voted. And we've come to our speaker number 20. Okay, the results are out. Pallavi, your topic. A conversation with my stomach. A conversation with my stomach.
Thank you so much. Good evening to all. I uh, I think you have given me the perfect topic because I am somewhat foodie person and I love to food. But my stomach says, yes, even I need a rest. It's not you. And if you want to be healthy, then you have to control on a tongue. Just see, the God had given you 2 ears to listen, 2 eyes to see, just one mouth to speak, and one stomach to eat. So He has given you two things that you have to do more, and a single thing that you have to do less. So 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 you should eat for taste, not for fulfilling me. So even little is best. If you eat in bites, in little quantity, and have taste of it, cherish it, then even little is more. So my stomach always remind me, Pallavi, be aware what you are eating. Don't eat for just for your sake of your willingness. Eat just as much as your body is required, because health is wealth. If health is lost, then probably most important thing is last, you can enjoy the life, luxurious life, only when you are healthy. And to enjoy life, you have to healthy. And see what the ikigai people do. They just eat 80% of their food. And they are so happy. So stomach says, Pallavi, don't eat up to your throat. Just eat 80%, the right quantity that is required to keep you healthy and active. And if you overeat, then maybe it will turn you to be lazy, and you won't be so healthy. And so yes, so my stomach take to be mindful while eating, and don't think it is garbage box and eat whatever is asked to you. Or yeah, thank you. Back to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Pallavi. I think for me, my stomach would just say stop eating completely because even like you, I'm a big foodie. So with this, okay, let's have the final result out for Pallavi. Perfect. I hope you all have thoroughly enjoyed the session as much as I have enjoyed being your moderator. And any feedback, quick feedback, how were the topics? Did you enjoy it? Did you find it challenging, difficult?
It was amazing. Like, whatever topics you gave us, it was so relatable when everyone talked about it. I kind of felt like I was in that cozy place where I knew everyone. And I could like imagine it had like everyone, the way everyone spoke, it had good imagery, and you were encouraging, and yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's all put on our videos to have a picture, a group picture. Come on, everyone on the video. It's fine. No matter how you are.
Okay, Mita ma'am, Vishak, maybe he won't be joining. Rajlakshmi, Shivkumar, Virendra, Sangeeta, Rita, would you all like to come on cameras?
Please come out on cameras. It's okay.
Okay,
We
Karthik is
won't
also
judge you how you're looking.
okay. 3, 2, 1, and 1, you have to freeze. Ready? 3, 2, 1, freeze. Okay, that's a click. Thank you, everyone.
Wonderful. Thank you all for your time and have
Thank
a
you for the
wonderful
fun session
Saturday.
today.
Oh, Vishak has joined. Vishak has joined. Can you all
No,
come on
not
camera once
no, no,
again?
no, no,
Oh,
no.
okay.
I'm not there on camera. It's okay. Thank you. I just wanted to thank the mom for the day, Archana, for coming in. I also just wanted to thank the dad, Karthik, for doing it so wonderfully today. And as always, you have seen such amazing posts from Ramya. Let's give a big round of applause for all three of them for conducting today's meeting so well. Hope you all enjoyed day 10. See you again in day 11.
Thank
Thank
Bye.
you all.
you for letting me
Thank you.
participate.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Ramya ji.
you.
Thank you so much.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone.
Hi, Archana. Hi, Karthik. How
Bye.
was it? Was it all
Oh, it
okay?
was lovely. I enjoyed.
Nice.
I think
Thank you.
we managed to end it on time.
Yes, yes, I saw. So we are under the sky right now, and it's all cloudy over here completely. We set
Okay.
up all our stuff, and it's like fully cloudy.